What if you knew that on the other side of motivation, discipline, actually having the knowledge, that there was success that you can't even fathom? I'm here to talk about 3 reasons why people end up failing and never get to achieve their goals despite having all this energy, all this motivation, all this knowledge, but not being able to apply all 3 of them and actually being able to take their life to the next level. See, I've learned something from being a kid that's grown up, always being into sports my whole entire life. I grew up doing martial arts until I was about 4 years old. My dad forced me to get into kickboxing. I hated it, absolutely hated every second of kickboxing because I would go there and I would get my ass whooped. But I got to a point where I started learning that defending myself is actually something I need to learn. So I started to get a love for it, and I actually enjoyed going out there getting my ass kicked until I was able to actually kick some ass, right? Business is the same way. When you start your business, you have to learn that you need to get your ass kicked in the beginning. Or even if you're not starting a business, but you're pursuing acting, creativeness, you're a singer, you're a sports athlete or something, you need to understand that in the beginning you have to eat crap. Just inevitable. There's no person that's ever made it that hasn't gone through absolute struggle to get to where they want to go. There's people out there that do have easy lives, but they were handed it to them. And if you're not one of those people, you're probably watching this right now thinking, I've never had anything handed to me. I have to work for everything that I want to accomplish. Then you, my friend, are just like myself. And you are on the journey of becoming the person that you admire and then giving that person to the world. See, the number one thing that people misconstrue always is that life is meant to be easy and life is meant to be hard. And there's 2 narratives to the perspective. There's the people that think life is very easy, you should just stroll along and let the waves take you. But then there are the people that realize life's actually really hard. And you know what? There's not much waves to go on because sometimes you're just getting slammed by a tsunami. But I'm here to tell you that life is both. And life is meant to be endured both sides of the spectrum. You're supposed to feel like you're having a tsunami attacking you at all times. And then you're also supposed to feel like you're just cruising through it, having a great time, right? Because what's the point of life if we're just going to work, and never get to enjoy the fruits of our labor? There is a point, guys, where you will be able to relax and you will have a life that you can enjoy and you can be prosperous and give your family the life they deserve. But I'm here to tell you that it's not going to happen without actually going through the tsunamis first. You have to go through the tsunamis first. You have to understand that the big waves must hit you for you to be able to learn how to swim. When you're able to learn how to swim and you're able to actually understand how to navigate the waters that are coming at you, you're able to become a surfer. Now, have you ever looked at a surfer and you've just kind of wondered to yourself, how is this guy literally over a wave that is about to crush him and he is just so calm, so steady, riding this wave as if nothing's going on? That is the idea that you need to get to. That is the place of mind. Metaphorically, you need to become a surfer. And guys, it's not going to happen by just sitting around thinking that things are just going to happen to you, that life is just going to be easy and that things are just going to come your way. Luck is created by opportunity that you create yourself. There's no such thing as being lucky without actually creating your luck. You can't put yourself in a room of somebody that's going to give you an opportunity without putting yourself in the room first. Now, being a real estate agent, I've learned this firsthand by understanding the fact that no one's going to actually agree with me for me to sell their house if I don't actually have the confidence or actually have the ability to be in a room where I can meet somebody that's going to give me the opportunity, right? I cold call every single day, right? If I wouldn't pick up my phone and actually dial the number of the homeowner, how would I ever in any way get a chance for this guy to call me? It's not like I'm some celebrity that's going to be just getting my phone rang and blown up by homeowners that want me to sell their home, right? I have to create the opportunity. So you have to understand that your lack of action is going to deter you from your goals, and sometimes you will never even get there because there's 3 main components to success, right? There's motivation, there's discipline, there's knowledge. And I would say that there's actually even 4. The last one probably being action, right? Because you can have motivation, you can have discipline, and you can have all the knowledge, but if you don't take action, you're going to stay the same. If all these 4 pillars are not in place, you will not succeed. Now, the most important thing, guys, here is understanding that all the 4 elements that I've just mentioned right now actually have to tie in and all work collaboratively for you to succeed. Like, there's no way you're going to have motivation and you're going to have the discipline and you're going to have the knowledge, but you're not going to take the action, right? Or let's say you have the actions, but you don't have the knowledge. Now you're just spinning your wheels in circles, not knowing exactly where to go, what to do, what it is you even have to like look for or try to do. Like you're just all around rosies, just not doing anything, right? But let's say you have the knowledge and you have the action, and let's even give you the motivation, but you don't have the discipline. You're going out at night, partying every Friday. You're drinking, smoking weed, sleeping with chicks. You're staying up late. You're watching TV shows. You're not reading books. You're not doing anything you need to do. You need to understand, guys, that you need to have all 4 pillars intertwined for you to actually be successful. Now, you may be asking, yeah, but how do I actually acquire these 4 pillars, and how do I actually get them to help me become successful? And I'm here to tell you that it's one step at a time, right? I'm here to tell you that it's not about doing the big things that are going to make you successful and have you allow yourself to be disciplined and motivated. It's about doing the little things, right? One of the things that I noticed that have helped me become a lot more disciplined is making my bed. And this sounds very crazy because you're like, making your bed, like what? Like I already make my bed. Yeah, okay, but I'm somebody that did not ever make my bed. I used to not do it at all. I would just wake up, throw my clothes on the floor, and just get on with my day, come back to a messy bed. But what I've realized is that when I do little tasks that I don't want to do, subconsciously my mind is training itself to actually be someone that just does things that I normally feel like I wouldn't do, right? It gives me this sense of like, you know what? I made my bed today. I feel like I have this opportunity to conquer the day. Whereas supposed to when I would just wake up and just slug out of bed and throw my clothes on the floor, I'd have this energy where I would come home to a shitty, crappy messy room, and I'd just be like, you know what, I don't even want to like fix all this. It's just so much anxiety, and I just want to lay down. I wouldn't even want to get productive, right? I mean, I know some of you guys have had that feeling where you walk into your room, you have like some homework, you have to be on your computer and do some stuff, but your room's a total disaster. You're just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not even gonna sit down here like and try to fix this. I'm just gonna go lay down. And it's just this inner peace of mind that you get from just knowing that you could do one small thing that you know normally you don't want to do, and having the actual ability to do it, right? I've been also making myself take cold showers, which I wasn't really fond of in the beginning because I hate cold showers. I hate feeling cold. But I realized if I could just do something I don't want to do, it's going to train my mind to be mentally tough, and I'm going to be able to do other things throughout my day and feel more like a warrior. Because in life, that's what you need to be, guys. You need to become a warrior, someone that is worthy of becoming the man that you want to become, right? Because it's not going to happen by just doing things that you want to do, right? Like, I love going to the gym. So for me, going to the gym is not a discipline for me. I don't consider it a discipline because I enjoy doing it, right? I used to smoke weed, I used to drink, I used to party. I don't do those things, and I don't even miss those things anymore. But there was a point where I was having that FOMO, I was having that fear of missing out, that all my friends are out there having drinks, everybody's getting blasted and having fun, and I'm here at home working on my computer, working on my business, making calls, and it wasn't fun. But I got to a point now where I realized I don't need that, right? Because your mind starts adapting to the person that you actually visualize, and you start actually respecting the man that you're becoming, and then your goals start changing because your morals start adapting to a man that's worthy, a man that has a high status, someone that's just indestructible. So I look at myself sometimes and I say, you know what, I don't need to go out because I'm not that guy anymore. I'm the guy that wants to stay home, work, and make money, and make sure that I can take myself to the next level, take my family to the next level, take my girlfriend to the next level, afford the car that I want, afford the house that I want, be able to just live life to the fullest. And the problem is too sometimes that you guys do get this success, and then your mindset just doesn't even know where to go from there, right? You start making a little bit of money, you start getting a little bit of fame, little friends here and there, you're having parties and stuff like that, and then the vices come back because they will creep up on you, because the devil will always tempt you, right? So you're always going to have that time in life where things are going to be going great, you're going to be making money, and then people are going to be inviting you to parties, it's going to be alcohol, and then you're going to think to yourself, well, fuck it, I made it. Like, what's the point of not having a drink right now? I'm sitting on $50,000 in the bank right now. I just got another 50 coming in a week. I could afford a drink. I could go out. I could party. I could take it slow. I could relax for the weekend. I could go book the trip to Keiko's and spend $20,000, you know? But that's not the point, guys. The point is becoming someone that can stay true to their values, because that's where the true success lies in, right? The true success is not lying in the amount of money you make. It really doesn't. It all lies in the person that you become and the values that you have as a man, right? Those are the values that you're going to have kids one day and you're going to have them look up to you, right? They're going to look at you and say, what does my dad do, right? Because is dad a guy that just doesn't make any money at all and he's a slob and he's just sitting out on a couch, like not doing anything? Or is dad gonna be a guy that's a stud, works out, he's jacked, he's making money, and he's got good morals, right? Because even if dad's got money, he's got a yacht, but he's snorting, drugs and drinking alcohol and partying and coming home hammered every day. I mean, do you think that's the type of life you'd want your kids to look up to? Or would you want to look up to somebody that's physically fit, eats healthy, drinks water, doesn't party, doesn't go out, makes a lot of money, just a fucking stud of a dude? Like, I think as a kid, I would have loved to be around someone like that, because that would have changed my mentality, and I think I wouldn't have gone through the things that I've gone through before, where I just felt like being that badass kid that smokes weed and does drugs was the cool thing, because that's what you grow around, right? You grow around your surroundings, right? And guys, I'm not here to tell you that you can't accomplish your dreams if you don't have this visualization yet of what your life should be. What I'm here to tell you is that you need to understand that you need to master these 4 pillars before you can even become a man that's worthy, right? You need that motivation. What's motivating you? Why do you get up in the morning every day? What's the reason? Is your mom currently working 40 hours a week? Is your dad past retirement age, but he's still working and you want to retire him? Like, what is your motivation? Do you have a sister or brother that's maybe disabled or something like that? Or maybe you just, your mom's about to lose her house or whatever. Like, there's so many reasons why you might have this motivation, right? And then discipline, like, why are you going to do something that you don't want to do? Like, are you going to be that person that's just going to not indulge in things that you don't want to do and just take the easy route? I'm not going to do the push-ups because they hurt my chest whenever I come up and down and I do it 50 times. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to load another 25 on the bench press because it hurts when I get to rep 3. Like, what is the discipline? Like, I'm not going to have that Coca-Cola and those bag of chips because I know that if I keep doing that, I'm not going to look good. I'm just going to have the water and the green celery and eat my chicken and rice. Like, what is your discipline? Like, are you disciplined? Are you thinking of things that are hard for you throughout the day and actually engaging in them? And then knowledge. Like, are you actually learning things? Are you sitting down every day researching, watching YouTube videos, reading a book, going on even just going on the internet and Instagram? You can find a lot of knowledge on Instagram. The funny thing is, a lot of people say like, hey, if you're going on Instagram, you're just wasting your time doom scrolling. But if you're actually scrolling, looking at informative things like workouts or some facts about real estate market or whatever it is that your business is about, you actually can get some knowledge from social media. So I wouldn't say that social media is really like a bad thing. It's more or less how you use it. It's kind of like money, right? Like, if you're going to use money to go buy, prostitutes and drugs, or are you going to use your money to go invest and make more money, right? So take that with a grain of salt. And last but not least, it's the action, right? Like, are you actually going to take the action, right? Because the discipline thing is also taking action, right? And I feel like action goes into all of them, right? It's like, are you actually going to drink the water instead of the soda? Like, are you actually going to stay up at night and read a book instead of watching Netflix, right? Are you actually going to go out there and do the things that are going to help retire your parents, man? Like, that's my goal, man. I want to retire my pops, bro. Like, it's my fucking goal, bro. Retire my pops, bro. Be like, yo, dad, you don't gotta work, bro. Here's a fucking M5. Here's an M5 and a nice new fucking house. Here, enjoy life. That's my goal, man. That's my goal. Not have to have my family worry about money. But you guys need to understand, guys, that that's the goal. You have to do it.